Hey guys, welcome back to Link from the Cookie, and today we're going to read chapter 1 of Stella by Starlight. So, let's get started. So, for now, I'm just going to read with the book down, but then later when we get those cameras where you can see the book, then I'll inform you. So then you can actually see the book. And in this book, there are no pictures. There is only this picture right here. So we can see a little house, and let's see what goes on in the story. Stella by Starlight. And before we actually get to the book, I also see this picture right here, and I just wanted to point that out. Okay. So we're going to only read chapter 1 today. Flames across the water. 9 robed figures, dressed all in white, heads covered with softly pointed hoods. Against the black of the night, a single wooden cross blazed. Reflections of peppery red flame shimmered across the otherwise dark surface of Kilkenny Pond. 2 children couched behind the low-hanging branches of a hulking oak tree. On the other side of the pond watched the flickers of scarlet in the distance in fearful silence. Just only in nightshirts, Stella Millis and her brother Jojo shivered in the midnight October chill. Stella yanked the boy close, dry leaves crunching beneath his bare feet. "Shh," she whispered, holding him tightly. "Don't move." Jojo squirmed out of her grasp. "It was me that saw him first," he protested. You'd still be asleep if I hadn't come and got you. So let me see." Stella covered her brother's lips with her fingers to quiet him. Even though her toes were numb with cold, and she knew they needed to get out of here, she could not take her eyes from the horror glimmering toward them. Across the pond, "Do you know what would happen if they saw us?" she whispered, shifting her stinging feet. The crushing of dry leaves seemed far too loud. Jojo pressed himself closer to her answer. Besides the Titorius leaves, Stella could hear a pair of bullfrogs bellowing to each other, but nothing, not a single human voice from across the pond. She could, however, smell the charring pine tinged with what? She sniffed deeper. It was acrid, hard, corrosive. A trail of gray smoke snaked up to the sky, merging with clouds. "Who are they?" Jojo whispered, stealing another glance. "The clan." Just saying those words made Stella's lips quiver. "The Ku Klux Klan. Here. Here? What are they doing?" "Practicing, I think." "For what?" Stella pushed and smoothed his bushy hair, trying to figure out the best way to answer. Jojo was only 8. "Nothing good," she said at last. A horse whined in the distance. It sounded nervous, and there in the shadows of the trees across the pond, Stella could make out half a dozen of them. The flames must be scaring them, too, she thought. The horses began to stamp and snort as the figure flared. Stella inched forward, trying to get a better look. One of the harnesses seemed to sparkle in the darkness, or was it just a stray ember from the flames? The men in the white hoods were now all rising. Their exact words were muffled by cloth and wind. "Jojo, we've got to get out of here," she whispered, now edging backward. She could tell Mama and Papa. "Should we tell Mama and Papa?" Jojo asked. Stella did not answer her brother. Instead, she caught his hand in her tightness grip and ran. So that's it for chapter 1. And that was actually a pretty good start from the author. And I haven't mentioned the author's name. The author's name is Sharon M. Draper. So let's see what happens next. I love that start. Bye.